All right, Musketeers. I'm in the mood for an adventure, so let's have an adventure.
Why do you think the Cardinal's so interested?
I thought, was that a baby or sheep? But it was both.
One thing you need to learn, D'Artagnan, don't get involved.
Well, good luck with that.
Forgive me, for I have sinned. What is your offense?
Killing you.
Murder.
Father Duval. I think we found him.
Who's this hiding, though? No, sir. Not if the Musketeers have anything to say about it. Oh. Bloody off the shot in midair. I love that. Ooh. Shot the pistol out of D'Artagnan's hand. We'll get the baby. We'll get the baby. Eventually. Who was this guy who was hiding? Why didn't he reveal himself when the Musketeers came? Surely he could recognize that they were help? Unless he's also up to something, which is not outside the realm of possibilities. Often we have three parties, the heroes and then two other parties, at least. Throws us off the lead of who is the most nefarious.
What kind of woman do you think I am?
I really have no idea.
I am faithful to my husband, Philippe Bernard.
Philippe.
This Philippe is truly the baby's father. Where is he now?
Oh.
I'm sorry. That was tactless.
What's happening here? A little festival of some sort? A little celebration?
The thrill of the chase, Captain. It is
Hunt.
to divine.
Okay.
Captain! Protect the king!
If they were here to kill the king, I don't think two riders would just come out like that. Unless they were doing that polite thing of, we're warning you, we're here to kill the king. Which does happen. We haven't seen her before in this show, have we? Obviously, a very familiar actor, but...
My beloved son.
Ah,
I ordered you never to come back.
Mum.
Should I turn when I am in grave danger?
You are banished for life on pain of execution. You tried to steal my throne. Now I'm obliged to cut off your head
Oh.
and place it on a spike for all Paris to ogle.
Come inside, sire. Leave this.
I love how upset he is about it.
Someone is trying to kill me! Please!
How can she just appear like this? Why does she insist on provoking me?
I suggest Your Majesty demonstrates its magnanimity by sparing her life.
How can I? She was warned. If she ever showed her face in Paris,
Taking a little tantrum.
her head.
Decapitating one's mother is rarely popular with the people, sire. It always looks a touch ungrateful.
But we will find these assassins, Cardinal. I can't have people running around trying to kill my mother. Not unless I tell them to.
King's mother comes to you in peril.
I love how much
Criminal.
the king displays his emotions.
You think I'm frightened of the king's toy soldiers?
For a glorified boot boy, you got an awful lot to say.
Yeah.
Sure, if you wish, it will be our duty to kill you, and incidentally, our pleasure.
Vincent, I am weary.
Some banger lines. Her hairstyle is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Wow. This is beautiful.
What of your husband?
He was a simple man, kind and decent.
What was all that about?
Ignorance and superstition.
Superstition. We've got a lot to learn about this whole situation. As usual, we're right in the middle of quite a web. Okay. We get to see who's trying to kill her. Could easily be people she's organized. But I'm just so suspicious right now of everyone. Which will make this guy want to make sure they're all killed, no survivors.
No!
So they can talk. Exactly.
No!
Yeah.
No one who seeks to harm my queen warrants the privilege of questions.
Yeah. So unfortunately, he or her are somehow behind these assassins because they wouldn't capture them alive to question them. Big tell, I'm afraid. Big tell.
They will be brought to justice.
I nearly lost my mother!
God has seen to it that I shall not go to the grave without my son's love. He has sent me this chance to atone for my sins. I'm so sorry.
Everyone rolling their eyes.
Forgiveness with all of my heart.
Yeah. Oh, running up to his room like a child.
I'm son married to Medici's.
Hilarious.
I've received intelligence. Rumors only.
That cape.
Families.
There were 8 shots. No damage and not a single injury to anyone.
The gunshots were nothing more than a firework display.
You're certain?
Either that or they were the worst assassins ever.
Okay, they're onto it.
Vincent could have captured the gunmen.
I've just seen him, Tom Burke, in Furiosa. He does a great Australian accent.
If you can.
It's cool to see.
I regret nothing except our misunderstanding.
That is a strange word for treason.
I was only trying to...
You didn't fail completely.
If only it wasn't so obviously an act, and she can see it. See through it. Well, it's got to be... Oh, that's nice. It's genuine on his part. On her part, there's got to be a nugget of it. I think she actually loves her son, but she's not here just because she loves her son. There's some other motive. Hiding out at Constance's again.
Do you have a family?
Not unless you count the Musketeers.
Found family.
Have you ever felt it? Love. I mean, real, true love. That need that leaves
No
you
small talk then.
existing without the other person.
I was 16. We were going to marry, but it didn't work out. I was heartbroken.
You haven't loved since. There's only one man I've ever trusted.
Philippe. But yeah, who's the man who took the baby?
We should be allies, you and I.
One thing I like about the Cardinal is that he, for all his scheming, he actually doesn't take allies willy-nilly. You know, he tries to be quite careful with who he allies himself with. What the hell is going on?
Presume too much.
That was her guard, her soldier, right?
He didn't look like other men. He was malformed from birth. Touched by the devil, they said. I was sent to be his nurse. I was petrified. I believed everything I'd heard. He had the kindest heart I've ever known. He was shy and confused, frightened, but full of innocent love and goodness. I soon learned to see the beauty of his soul, and I fell in love with him. Father Duval had kept Philippe out of sight for most of his life, and when Henry was born, everything changed. Philippe felt alive. He refused to hide any longer. We walked through the village together as a family.
But the villagers don't like
That must have been a
to
fine
see...
They beat him
Yeah.
until his bones shattered. Burned him while he still breathed life.
You saw this? You were there?
Just for walking out in the open.
Still with me. In here.
It's horrible.
I promise you, on my honor, the safe return of your child.
I can fight.
You're not going in there.
She can shoot.
Trust me.
Because I couldn't forgive myself if you were harmed.
Good answer.
You'll have children of your own soon enough.
I suppose. If it's meant to be.
Who are they?
Wet nurses. How do you think the baby's been feeding?
Oh no. Oh, poor bloody Constance.
Oh, no. No.
Yes.
I can't.
Why not?
Always needing a woman for their schemes.
Which room the baby's in and how many men there are.
I thought you weren't going to let me in there.
I wasn't. But that was before I had a brilliant plan. Be careful.
That's the tip.
Like to see her scoping out the place. Now, this fella, yeah. What are you hiding? I just love all the villagers in these shows.
I'm here to see.
With their funny hats.
Expecting you.
Tell him Father Duval is here. I wrote to him.
He's busy.
Is this Father Duval? Maybe it is. That other priest guy was killed and the mother didn't go in and see.
What are you doing?
So it could have been someone else. Maybe this is Father Duval.
The plan was to get the baby tonight.
I think you forget who you're talking.
Yes. Baby, why do they need this baby? Hey, Porthos is onto him. I love to see that the Musketeers are, effective. It's always more fun to watch shows where the characters are competent than where they're all just stupid idiots. Okay,
I know that woman.
all threads are colliding here in this moment. She knows her. The real mother and father of this baby is going to be...
You sent me this.
Some kind of twist.
That's just Philippe's mother.
Are you certain that's the woman who came to visit your husband?
Philippe's mother, if that's for real.
She's in there on her own.
Philippe is a brother to the king. Was a brother to the king. My word.
But when the child was born, it was deformed. The midwife announced that there was another.
What, twins?
The deformed child, Philippe, had a younger twin, Louis.
Okay. Her grandson, Henry. She's just cutting out the middleman.
We are going to do great and marvelous things together.
Cute baby.
I spirited Philippe away. Marie charged me with his care. I protected him.
Good man.
No doubt of the validity of the marriage.
Oh, none at all. I performed the ceremony myself.
I'm a bit worried about what the cardinal is going to do with this knowledge.
And you haven't mentioned his birth to another living soul.
Only you. And the baby's grandmother, of course.
And the baby's grandmother. Yes, that's how she knew. What's the cardinal going to do here? The cardinal has a choice which side he's going to pick. And I'm worried that he is going to decide to ally with her.
He's such a beautiful child.
Careful, Constance. What do we think, Cardinal?
Where is the child? The infant boy? Do you have him? What exactly have you neglected to tell me about this child?
Oh, maybe he's going to make the right decision. Talk to Treville. They're going in. All four of them together. We haven't gotten that a lot lately. They are a powerhouse, all four of them together. Stylish fighting. Out the window.
Sing, he likes that.
Sing, Aramis, go on.
Climb up an apple tree, the branch it broke, snap with a crack. Oh, where is my shoe? It's a gift.
Oh. Constance. Oh, Constance. Ah, Constance, you got this.
Have you got this?
Absolutely.
Yes. Nice.
When did you learn to do that?
What are you waiting for?
Well, secret lessons. That was a very fun sequence. I like that these two have formed a bond as well. They see each other for who they are, and they trust each other.
You really loved Philippe, even though...
You learn to see past appearances into people's innermost desires.
Is Aramis thinking of the Queen? I hope he's thinking of the Queen.
Because we're true and honest. We saved each other from a life in the shadows.
A life alone. You deserve better.
I'm not alone. Are you?
He does actually hit on a lot of people out of loneliness, would make sense.
She's been gathering support to topple the king in the name of her grandson. Bring me that child.
So what do we do now?
Oh no, I see. The child is a threat to the king.
You know what will happen. The boy will disappear. He'll be murdered. And Agnes too, probably.
I'm sorry, my hands are tied. You have to take him to the cardinal. I'd go with you myself, but I'm busy. Damn paperwork. It'll take me the rest of the afternoon. At least.
Ah, Treville. Knows when to look away so the Musketeers can find, you know, as we've discussed, their own unique sense of justice.
Aramis?
Or is it just Aramis in this sneaky plan?
He's gone.
Right, what we're gonna do?
Find him before he gets himself killed.
Mission save the baby and the mother.
You leave in an hour. Neither of them will let you live in peace as long as Henry lives.
Marie wants to save the baby but use it for an uprising, and Cardinal wants to hurt the baby.
If you want a life with your son, you leave forever now.
When did they say that boat's leaving? Not for another hour? Hope nothing bad happens.
Perhaps we might be friends after all.
Oh, it's sad that this isn't possible.
What could I want?
I like that they do these kind of shots.
Time to make a kill.
Hunting is out of the question, Your Majesty.
He must do as he pleases.
Mother knows best, Cardinal.
One must think of France. And how she would suffer if something were to happen to her ruler.
Petulant child.
Bravo.
I love him.
I'm not unable to savor a stratagem of elegant construction. Let's not pretend we both don't know what big teeth you have, grandmother.
Nice. And the soundtrack. This lovely balance again of the Musketeers kind of working against each other, but really, ultimately, they're all just trying to do the best.
Miss, that baby's the heir to the throne.
I made her a promise.
Then we'd better help you.
You didn't really think we were going to take the baby, did you?
If you told us what you were doing, we might have been able to plan this properly.
I love him. Love him.
Let's keep it suicidal.
Don't get involved.
That's true. That's true.
For you.
Oh, I love that. They're so great. It's a delight to spend time with them. So playful and honourable.
We both know this is for the greater good. He is a weak man and a bad king. You know I could use a man of your talents. Once you'd taken an oath of allegiance, naturally.
But with her, he'd have to do what she says. But him and the king, he can do what he likes and control the king.
Making me a proposition.
So surely the Cardinal will prefer King Louis. Another choice, Cardinal. But yeah, I think he likes his setup with King Louis, who he can manipulate. Distraction. Good explosion. Oh, decoy. I mean, I sure hope it was a decoy. Aramis wouldn't let go like that if it were the baby. But this is even better if they think the baby's gone. But she has to believe for a few moments that the worst happened. That's painful. The rewards will be worth it. She maybe doesn't even have to leave now if they think the baby is really gone.
Pushing the child like a trophy.
Now that hairstyle I can get behind. That's cool. Look at how vertical that is.
And is the king included amongst your enemies?
You mean the pretender, Louis.
Pretender.
He will surrender his false claim.
He's listening, isn't he? This is a ruse.
If not,
This is good. The Cardinal has got King Louis listening, so he can see who she really is.
end our relationship on a sour note.
Captain Treville. There'll be no coup. No regency.
No, maybe I was wrong.
No power.
King Louis isn't listening.
Just a sad, deluded old woman with nothing.
You're lying.
Cardinal's in power here, I like it. Bring in the next piece of evidence. Oh no. Does the priest have to die? Yeah. Oh, but does he? The child is gone. I guess... What do we know about the Cardinal? He likes a clean table at the end. Oh, look at him, smug and satisfied. But King Louis hasn't found out how much his mother actually despises him. Does she know? Yeah, surely she's got the baby or whatever already. Yeah.
What more could you want from me?
Oh.
Drag me here now.
I know you've endured hell.
No.
I should have told you the truth.
Love this backdrop.
As a grieving mother, they would have seen right through it. This was the only way I could see you and Henry having any kind of life together.
What life?
Okay, this is sweet. I don't know why they had to leave her in limbo for that long, but this is sweet.
make a new life together. A long way from France.
I would ask you to come with us.
But family's here.
We have a family.
That's sweet.
Thank you.
Great Aramis episode. Again.
I think you're losing your touch.
That was lovely, really, in the end. An episode about mothers. What I liked most in this episode was Aramis and his relationship with the mother, Agnes, I think it was. Agnes and her baby Harry. It was just quite genuine and sweet there. And yeah, Aramis got to form this connection and become invested in this story. And along the way, we found out more about what's going on inside Aramis. And even though, as we can see, he's got this lovely found family of the Musketeers and he is happy, he is still lonely. And yeah, he tells that little story of almost getting married at around 16 and it not working out, and he hasn't found that feeling since, as much as he seems to often try. I really hope that thing between him and the Queen wasn't just for that one episode, a few episodes back. I hope that comes around again, because all the implications of that are fun. And what was her name? Adele from the first episode? I'm still hoping there's also a comeuppance regarding Adele. I feel like there's great drama potential if the characters can remember these things that have happened before, and we can construct some more conflict and tension out of these things. But yeah, that was nice. That was nice and sweet. A slightly more straightforward plot this episode, I thought, than previously. Still had its layers that were fun to peel back and evolve. I wish there was another scene with the king and his mother towards the end of the episode. I feel like that was left quite unresolved, because yeah, that was left fairly unresolved. It really felt like it was leading towards him, discovering or rediscovering what his mother really thinks of him, that he's a weak, bad king, you know. But anyway, it was a good episode for the king. He got to display a lot of different emotions and he went through them all. He's both very childish, but not an idiot. He's maybe emotionally simple, but intellectually, you know, on par with other characters. And that's a fun combination to watch in a king, particularly bouncing off the Cardinal, who is all strategy. Yeah, again, the Musketeers were just required to go around the law, undercut the rules. And quite a big story when you get down to the bottom of it. I mean, the king's brother was this poor, rejected man who... the king's twin, yeah. Due to disfigurement was, you know, cast out of society and killed by the villagers so horribly. That's just such a horrible thing. And yeah, this great war for his son. It was a nice story. I did enjoy this one. I am definitely looking forward to getting into more of the season threads. I'm patient for it. I'm enjoying each of these episodes and I'm happy for it to take its time, but I am very interested to see where things go when we see more of Lady de Winter and get into more of the unfolding, bubbling away in the background sorts of things. But yeah, for now, another great time. Thanks for sharing your passion with me. Tomity out.